Sawadee Cup and welcome to Thailand News Today. Now today's a little bit overcast, and if you've lived in a humid climate before, you'll know if it's humid, there's one thing that you really crave for, and that's a little bit of air movement. Well, there's not a lot of air movement around, it's actually fairly quiet, and there's also the impending threat of rain, so I could be rushing from here at any moment, so we better get started with the news. Only 2 new COVID-19 cases have been announced today. It brings the national total to 3,019. No additional deaths were reported, keeping the accumulated death total from COVID-19 at 56 cases. One case was a 19-year-old Bangkok woman, the other a 51-year-old Thai woman from Narathiwat. Both have been living with past confirmed cases. A bus driver who'd returned from Phuket to do quarantine in Trang was a little bit uneasy when he found that he was sharing his room with a coffin. The man had left Phuket as part of the exodus of some 50,000 people who headed back to their home provinces after realising there would be no work on the holiday island in the short to medium term. But when the 27-year-old was locked into his quarantine at a temple in Trang, he was a little taken aback to find the coffin sitting next to his bed. Officials say the monks have always kept the coffin in that room as there's no space in the rest of the temple. After posting his predicament on social media, authorities allowed him to return to his home, where he's spending the remainder of his quarantine time without the coffin. 3 of the teachers facing rape charges of a 14-year-old girl at a school in Mukdahan, northeast Thailand, are now facing additional charges of the rape of a 16-year-old girl at the same school. The teenager has been placed into the custody of the Ministry of Social Development and Human Security. Both victims were reportedly raped on a number of occasions over a 1-year period starting back in March last year. The public school has suspended 5 teachers who stand accused of repeated sexual assaults against the 14-year-old girl. The 16-year-old victim from the same school is acting as a witness in the first gang rape case against the younger student. Police say they've already collected incriminating evidence against the teachers, and the girls' stories corroborate. 22 foreigners and 2 Thais have been arrested at a beach bar called La Bohemia on the Gulf island of Koh Samui. All were charged with breaking the emergency decree which prohibits restaurants selling alcohol and the gatherings of people. A 24-year-old Frenchman, identified as the owner of the beach bar, was one of the people arrested, along with 3 Burmese men who were working as waiters. Only one had a work permit. We should find out in the next few days about the next raft of openings as Thailand slowly reopens after the COVID-19 outbreak. The provisional list includes shopping malls, community malls, bowling alleys, fitness clubs, amusement parks, beauty salons offering hair curling and dyeing services, won't be for me, as well as nail services, eateries in office buildings, beauty clinics, not for me either, weight loss clinics, outdoor team sports events but no spectators, public gardens, galleries and Thai foot massage parlours, but no movie theatres at this stage or beaches. And a nice little heartwarming story to finish with today. A dog who was rescued from the dog meat trade in Thailand has now found his way all the way to Britain and appeared on Britain's Got Talent. There was silence as the story of Miracle, the dog, played on a screen to the audience. A photo flashed on the screen of when the dog was crushed in a cage piled high with dogs. Now, 6 years after the rescue, Miracle is a healthy dog with lots of energy. Miracle's owner, Amanda from Scotland, now has 40 dogs. 19 of them are rescue dogs. Miracle did a quick magic trick, bringing out 4 of his friends that matched photos the judges had picked. Although the magic trick was nice, it was Miracle's story that made even the stern judge Simon Cowell tear up. The dog meat trade is an ongoing issue in Asia. The Soy Dog Foundation, a non-profit organisation in Thailand and based in Mai Khao, Phuket, cares for hundreds of dogs rescued from the meat trade. The Soy Dog Foundation say the dogs are not humanely killed and many are tortured before being skinned. There's a link you can watch the full performance of Miracle in the story at thetiger.com. Well, that's all we have time for on Thailand News Today. If you'd like to catch up with all the latest news from around Thailand, you can go to thetiger.com. But from all of us here, well, me anyway, thank you for joining us and we'll see you tomorrow.